Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie.
Need a boost? Want to start feeling better? Atlas Chiropractic in Winter now offers hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This state-of-the-art treatment increases tissue oxygen levels by over 1,200%, helping boost the body's natural healing processes by more than 70%. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy can help with sports injuries, nerve and brain injuries, including concussions, vascular and blood vessel issues, fibromyalgia, and other inflammatory conditions. This treatment is FDA approved and research proven. Visit Atlas Chiropractic in Winter, home to one of the few heart chambers in the state of South Dakota. Call today and start maximizing your healing.
In these times where every dollar counts, let Southern Dakota Insurance do the work for you when it comes to your insurance needs. As your trusted choice independent agents, they have a number of companies to provide multiple quotes. Let their agents Brady, Jody, and Callie make you their priority. They will work hard to find you the most affordable insurance to custom fit your needs. Stop in at 933 Main Street in Burke or give them a call at 605-775-2097 for a hassle-free quote.
A lot of family members don't realize when you get picked to be the executor of mom and dad's estate or the trustee, it is a thankless job. I have met with lots of families where the heartstring emotion of selling a family farm, if you're not a farmer and not been in a farming family, you can't understand the dynamics that go in with that. You just got to be patient, let them air any concerns that they have, listen to them, and try to understand the struggles that everyone goes through and make it a positive experience.
Fall is here, and at Elevate Agronomics, we're ready to help you score on your operation. From winter wheat and cover crop seed to fall burn down herbicides and custom wheat seed treating, we've got your fields covered. And don't forget your cow herd. Our livestock product lineup includes products built for fall calving, weaning, and more to help keep your herd in winning shape. Stop in at our office in Winter or give us a call as you make your fall plans. We are looking forward to cheering on Winter this season. Go Warriors and Lady Warriors. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Looking to elevate your team spirit or promote your business? Welcome to Apparel Works in Wagner. We specialize in high-quality screen printing, embroidery, banners, and promotional items tailored just for you. Whether you're a booster club, sports team, business, or organization, our custom apparel is perfect for those looking to make an impact. Experience our commitment to great customer service and high-quality products that leave a lasting impression. Apparel Works, bringing your ideas to life.
At Dakota Behavioral Health, we offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step for better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design has been a family-owned business since 1988. Rob and his family specialize in every aspect of your outdoor landscaping for home and business. With service in over 20 south-central South Dakota towns, Rob Curtis can help you make one of the best investments of your life. Talk to the pros about a new landscape for your home or business today. Rob Curtis Landscaping, where quality is predictable. That's Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design.
Winter
Dental, located at 911 Golden Prairie Drive, is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793 or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all Winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
What does it take to feed and fuel the world? To integrate a global ag and energy supply chain, serving farmers and advancing agriculture. What does it take to build communities, powering rural economies and empowering agriculture? It takes the nation's leading farmer-owned cooperative. It takes a co-op. It takes CHS.
Computers and More, located at 27786 311th Avenue, is obviously your computer sales and repair in Winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Meyer Ag is your trusted local Beck's seed dealer. Beck's has earned the confidence of growers across the country with proven performance and unmatched growth. But they're not stopping there. They're driven to innovate, discover, and help you succeed season after season. Stop in and talk to Trace and the team at Meyer Ag to take advantage of Beck's unbeatable reward programs for this year's seed sales. Meyer Ag, making every acre count for you.
At Fort Randall Federal Credit Union, we believe your money should work for you. Whether you're saving for something big, borrowing for something better, or planning for whatever comes next, we're here to help you get there. And the best part? You're never just an account number. You're a neighbor, a member, someone we know by name. Fort Randall Federal Credit Union. Visit us today and let's plan your tomorrow. Or find out more at ftrandallfcu.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
How do you turn your passion into your profession? Start by choosing Mitchell Technical College. Hands-on learning at the state's #1 tech school. Be career ready and in demand in 2 years with low tuition rates. Real preparation for real careers. Our purpose is to get you there. Get ready.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
A lot of family members don't realize when you get picked to be the executor of mom and dad's estate or the trustee, it is a thankless job. I have met with lots of families where the heartstring emotion of selling a family farm, if you're not a farmer and not been in a farming family, you can't understand the dynamics that go in with that. You just got to be patient, let them air any concerns that they have, listen to them, and try to understand the struggles that everyone goes through and make it a positive experience.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
At Iverson Auto, our legacy is your trust. Whether you're in Mitchell or in Huron, we embody the values that have defined us for generations. We have been your partner on the road since 1948.
We bring decades of expertise to ensure your journey begins with confidence. Our goal is to turn your visit into a memorable experience, leaving you with a smile and peace of mind.
Iverson Auto of Mitchell and Huron are here to make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable every step of the way.
Visit us online at iversonauto.com.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance, we know you have a lot of options, but it can be hard to find an honest, reliable auto repair shop. That's where we come in, Hometown Automotive, committed to providing our customers with honest, quality service at a reasonable price. We use years of training and experience to provide you with the best car care possible. Hometown does oil changes, tune-ups, and computer diagnostics. We sell tires, batteries, and Schaefer products. We install engines, trannies, starters, water pumps, brakes, and much more. Call us at 842-1722 and let our experience be your advantage.
Pests don't wait, and neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats in the attic to rodents in the walls, ants in the kitchen, termites underground, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family-owned, community-trusted.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Breast and cervical cancer affect far too many American Indian and Alaska Native women in the Great Plains. Early detection saves lives. Women ages 21 to 64 should receive routine Pap tests. Women ages 40 to 64 should receive routine mammograms. Honor Every Woman is working to reduce cancer diagnoses among American Indian women by increasing screening rates and access to life-saving screenings. Your health is sacred. Get screened.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us.
We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller and Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
AgriMax and West River Ag have been in the
Welcome
winter.
back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome to Leahy Bowl. The Winter Colome Royals welcome the neighbors to the east. The Platte Whitecaps in tonight for some Legion action, scheduled for 7 innings. Of course, a hot one here from Leahy Bowl in winter, so get ready to bear the heat with the boys. Setting the defense quickly for the Royals, as this one's going to be a fly-out to center field. When we get the chance, we'll focus there. That'll be Carter McKenzie out in center, starting with the battery. It's going to be Carter Foster on the bump, with his battery mate Quincy Phillips behind the plate. Over on first, it's going to be Jackson chasing Adrian Brandis over at second. Over at third, it'll be Adrian's brother Dylan. At shortstop, it'll be Camden Anderson. In the outfield from left to right, it'll be Gus Tobin and Carter McKenzie, as mentioned earlier, in center. And in right will be Jackson Day. This second pitch here going to be fouled into the screen. I believe this is Mr. Jai Bailey at the plate for Platte. Taking a look at the lineup card for the Whitecaps. It will be a retirement on strikes for Jai Bailey. It was Maddox Van Zee leading things off. And you're kidding me. I check. Oh, jeez. They're playing pretty. And up third for the Whitecaps here to start off the first. It's going to be Kenyon Kuiper. Kuiper's going to be in a 2-2 count here. Going to take this one up the middle over to Anderson at short. Throw across the diamond in time for out number 3. So it'll be 1-2-3 for the Whitecaps in the top half of the first. We'll see what the Royals can come up with their half of the first in just a minute after a word from our sponsors here on Winter Warriors Live.
For a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. AgriMax, shaping the future of ag.
Mead Lumber is 100% employee-owned. Mead Lumber is your source for building materials. Whether your plans are for new construction or updating your existing home or barn, Mead Lumber provides the know-how and the materials you need. Lumber, steel, roofing, siding, drywall, windows, doors, and so much more. Start to finish, Mead Lumber has what you need and want for your project. Mead Lumber is your hometown lumber yard. Stop in and see what Mead can do for you. 102 North Main Street in Winter.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here, in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Stop by your hometown grocer, County Fair, now in Winter and Platte. Same friendly faces with a brand new name. County Fair is a fourth-generation family-owned business based in South Dakota. They offer friendly service and the freshest food at great prices. County Fair carries premium certified Angus beef, locally grown produce, and much more. Shop County Fair in Winter and Platte, the friendliest store in town.
The Insurance Center in Winter is an independent insurance agency affiliated with many fine companies representing all types of insurance. They're able to provide you with a no-obligation comparison of your auto, home, business, crop, farm, life, and health insurance needs. Since they have access to so many companies, they have the ability to offer you the best possible coverages at the most competitive rates. For all of your insurance needs, it's the Insurance Center in Winter, White River, Platte, Burke, and Valentine.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at it from Leahy Bowl as we get underway in the bottom of the first. Due up for the Winter Colome Royals, it's going to be Carter McKenzie, followed by Gus Tobin with Quincy Phillips in the hole. As McKenzie going to watch that one outside for ball number 2. Make it a 3-1 count. We'll take the time, take a look at the Whitecaps' defense. It's going to be Asher Cott leading things off with the battery. He'll be on the bump with his battery mate, Kenyon Kuiper, behind the plate. As that one's going to be a single out into left field for McKenzie to start things off. Back to the Whitecaps' defense. It's Maddox Van Zee over at first. Hayes DeVries at second. Bodie Kuiper over at third, and their shortstop is going to be Jai Bailey. Outfield from left to right, Conway Collins, Quincy Stevens, and Isaac Leader in right. That's Tobin going to show bunt, pull it back. I did hear it, but I wasn't going to call you out for it. As Tobin's going to get into that one over to left field, it will be tracked down and hauled in for out number 1. McKenzie will retreat, no tag on the attempt. So with one away, it's going to be the catcher for the Royals up, the runner on first. As Phillips will watch the first pitch. Count to Phillips can go 2-0. Make the count a 4-pitch walk for Phillips. Going to put runners on first and second for the Royals with the cleanup batter and shortstop Camden Anderson stepping in. As Cott will come set and check on McKenzie at second, deliver. The first pitch going to be outside. It's a little early struggle with control here from Cott. As the Whitecaps looking to kind of mitigate some damage. As McKenzie off with the pitch.
Welcome back to the...
Excuse me, wrong button there as we were getting there. Pitch going to be called a strike. McKenzie will be in safely over at third. And behind it will be Phillips taking second. So now runners in scoring position, count even up at 1-1 to Anderson. Oh, excuse me, make it 2-1, the count to Anderson. So he's going to get jam shot there. That one's going to be over to second. It's going to be DeVries coming down with it. McKenzie fakes the tag, makes him make the throw. And so with 2 away, it's going to be the third baseman for the Royals now. Dylan Brand is stepping in with runners in scoring position.
Dylan's walk-up song is Barbie Girl. It's what? Barbie Girl.
Brandis watches the first one stay outside.
Next time people line up, they won't get serious ones. They're gonna get like, my milkshake things up, stuff like that.
Carter Foster gets my milkshake.
Chalk.
Okay.
That was his last year.
That's fair.
That's Kant going to come set deliver. Brandis going to put this one in play. It's over towards short. Bailey not able to come up with it. McKenzie will score. Phillips trying to come around to score himself and going to be under the tag at home. So that'll be a 2 RBI single for Brandis. And the Royals strike first in bottom 1 action. And now it'll be the pitcher for the Royals, Carter Foster, digging in, looking to help himself out and keep this 2-out rally going here. Scott checks on Brandis. Not necessarily the most viable threat on the bases is Brandis. So a pretty quick glance. And so instead he'll come home. Cott going to go after the pitcher on pitcher.
That's fair. Austin Ritchie in left. Oh, Austin Calhoun at right. Yeah. Mason Jurasik at second. Oh, great heavens.
That's a defensive lineup. That's as McKenzie will be retired, or excuse me, as Foster will be retired on strikes. Wrong Carter there. Royals will come up with 2 runs on 2 hits, though, in their half of the first, and we will head to the second to see how Platte responds. The Whitecaps due up. Let's see, it's going to be Collins, leader, followed by Cott. So in just a minute, we'll be back with more action from Leahy Bull.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Looking for one place that truly has it all? Visit Rosewood Exchange in Mission, your one-stop shop for all your needs. From furniture and beds to toys, clothing, locally made jewelry, and beautiful star quilts, and so much more. Rosewood Exchange accepts cash, credit cards, travel checks, payroll deductions, and purchase orders with 0% interest on payroll deductions and layaways. Shop with us on Facebook, visit our online store, or stop in and meet our friendly staff. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. We're proud to sponsor all student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV. Rosewood Exchange, where value meets community.
Today's John Deere equipment can do incredible things, from yield monitoring and moisture sensing to baler settings and harvest data collection. Technology plays a bigger role than ever before. But let's be honest, sometimes it can feel overwhelming, whether you're preparing a baler for hay season, calibrating sensors, or getting your John Deere combine ready for harvest. You don't have to figure it out alone. The Grossenberg Implement Precision Ag Team is here to help you get the most out of your equipment and technology. Give them a call today, 402-256-6303. Let their experts make your season easier. Grossenberg Implement Precision Ag.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to Leahy Bull. As we mentioned, it's going to be Collins leading things off here for the Whitecap. As we start the second, it's the Royals up by a score of 2-0 with a big 2-out RBI single by Brandis over at third. As Collins going to get the driver out for that one, take it off the deck. It's going to be a pop up right behind. the infield, outfield grass there. Anderson going to retreat back just a few steps, retire Collins for out number 1. And it'll bring up now the pitching battle from the other side of things, and that's going to be wasted no times. As Cott steps in, takes a look at the first pitch, and grounds that one over to Adrian Brandis at second for out number 2.
Unless it's a metal bat, you just break it.
Buzzing the tower on that one.
Excuse me, apparently game changer. I screwed up. That was Leader with the quick ground out, and now Asher Cott steps in for the pitcher matchup here from the other side of things. Helps to learn how to read. Forgot I didn't do that in grade school. So as we get back to it, it's going to be fouled off there from Cott. Count goes to 1-2. And Cott thought about it, held up, and instead gets rung up on the inside corner by home plate umpire Austin Ritchie behind the plate. So it'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Whitecaps again. No runs on no hits and no Winter Colome errors. And we'll be back with the home half of the second in just a moment here on WinterWarriorsLive.com.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Hi, this is Logan from Litas Seed, and we're excited to announce that we'll be able to offer true 0% financing on a limited number of units of corn and beans. You can lock in your corn and beans now and pay the same at delivery as cash now. With that, we have aggressively priced corn numbers that have a great track record in our area for grain and silage. This offers on a limited number of units, so act soon to lock in your 0%. We still have triticale on hand and can cover any NRCS grass project. Call Logan at 605-840-4591, 840-4591.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back to play from Leahy Bull, bottom 2, set to start with the right fielder Jackson Day digging in for the Royals. He's going to take a couple hacks. That's going to be strike 2 quickly on Jackson, falling behind this one. Of course, Jackson up with another Jackson and Mr. Chasing Hawk playing first for the Royals tonight on deck, and Adrian Brandis in the hole. And they will take a look at that one down Broadway, and he will be retired for out number 1. Bringing up next, as we mentioned earlier just a moment ago, Jackson Chasing Hawk for the Royals. So after a dicey first inning there from Cott, it's stepping in, doing a nice job here, at least to start off the second, as he's going to get Chasing Hawk with another swinging strike. Of course, the biggest difference being it seems a lot more control. And those strikes are finding locations. So that one's called in the corner as well for strike 2. Those are ones that Cott was just barely missing in the first. Makes a difference when you find that spot, and the Royals are going to have to adjust to the outer corners. As the breaking ball stays upstairs, count goes to 1-2. 1-2. And now we'll go to 2-2 after the breaking ball misses low again. So Chasing Hawk doing a nice job here fighting back in this count, looking for something put into play. Instead, I was going to watch that one stay upstairs, and you could argue maybe the announcer's jinx, I suppose, for Cott. After the quick work of day, now he's in a battle with Chasing Hawk, but he will win that one, as Chasing Hawk is retired on strikes, swinging, and bringing up the second baseman for the Royals, Adrian Brandis. That double leadoff roll, 9-hole, give you some wheels in the back end, set up the top half. As Brandis digs in, Cott will receive his sign, start his windup, and come home. First pitch will miss inside. As Cott will wind again. Brandis can watch the strike, even things up. Patient piece of hitting. As the third pitch to Brandis will stay outside. Count goes now 2-1. And 3-1 after the fourth pitch of the at-bat stays upstairs. Brandis now really looking to start things off for the Royals. Of course, it was a 2-out rally in the first inning that allowed those 2 runs to be plated. Trying to repeat some action here, of course, because it was McKenzie in the first, just leading things off with the single to get the leadoff Royal aboard. Brandis going to put this one in play over to the right side, and it will punch its way through in that gap between first and second. As Van Zee and DeVries just not able to come up with that one, so it will be one aboard with 2 outs, and the leadoff man, center fielder Carter McKenzie, digging in. So we give you a quick peek hoop over towards Mr. Adrian Brandis taking his lead there. Try to give you the right look. We'll get the pickoff attempt back over. Not going to be in time. As Cott checks on Brandis again, will come set and deliver to McKenzie. He will watch the first pitch of the at-bat stay upstairs. I'll kind of focus a little bit over on this battle. Of course, Brandis with some wheels over on first. Going to be something Cott's going to be very diligent about. As McKenzie fans at that one, evening things up at 1 apiece. As Cott will come home. Pinch will stay upstairs again, 2-1, and control that we kind of saw struggle for Cott in the first, coming back a little bit here late in the second, already at 38 pitches, not even through the second inning of play. As the fourth pitch to McKenzie stays upstairs, make that actually 40 after I get the actual correct number there. Of course, for the other side for Foster, it's 22 through 2, so just to kind of give you that idea of the difference. And McKenzie will get the first walk of the game? Second walk of the game, I believe, for the Royals. Quincy Phillips did have a walk as well in the first, so yes, correct. It is the second walk for the Royals. And it will bring up now Gus Tobin, the left fielder, and with runners on first and second. And a quick visit to the mound, talking about the battery between Cott and Kuiper. As we reset back. Tobin, of course, in that first at bat, got a good piece of wood, or metal, on the ball, drove that one out to left field. Well, I'm sorry, wood bats are normal, Justin Day, so I don't know what you want me to say. It was a good piece of wood, but it's metal bats. Doesn't work the same.
That's a ball.
It's probably a good, yep, just apparently leave it alone. Don't touch it, Justin. This count goes to 1-1 to Tobin. He's going to drive another shot down the third base line, but it will be foul. So we'll leave it here and reset. Now Tobin down 1-2 in the count. Don't have to look at Brandis out at second. Get the whole gang. Scott takes a quick look, goes home, and it's quickly, that's a ball driven out to that left center gap. Brandis going to come around, try to score, and he will be in there safely, making the score now 3-0 for the Royals. Tobin comes up clutch, and the 2-out rally scoring of the Royals continues. It was 2 in the first. In the bottom of the second, as of now, with more damage possible. 1 plated already. And that RBI single will bring to the plate the catcher, Quincy Phillips. Too many Quincy's. I keep trying to say Quincy Stevens, the center fielder for the Whitecaps, instead of Quincy Phillips. We'll get it right. Of course, Quincy walked in his first plate appearance, so looking to add some damage to. See a little fan at that one. Of course, and get an actual at-bat at this point as well. Has the plate appearance. And Stevens going to wait on that breaking ball, and that one's going to be driven out to left. It's over the head of the left fielder. 1 run is in. Tobin coming around to score as well, so McKenzie and Tobin going to score. Collins, not much you could do as Stevens one-hop the wall there, and it will be an RBI double for Phillips. So there's the man who plates a couple more for the Royals here, making our score 5-0 after 5 runs get plated. With 2 outs on the board for the Royals in both of their half innings. Brings up now the shortstop for the Royals and Camden Anderson. Of course, he's going to drive that one over to Bailey, and it's going to take a weird hop. Oh, yeah. And so Phillips will come around to score on the Bailey error. So we go ahead and take a quick peek over to Cam. We will even pull this one out wider. Back pick attempt, not going to get there in time. It's now going to be Brandis who came up with the 2-run RBI in the first, with a chance to do more damage here in the second. Instead, going to fall behind at the count though, 0-2. And Brandis going to pop that one over towards the third base side. So with the pop out from Brandis, it's still going to be 4 runs for the Royals on 3 hits, 1 error from the Whitecaps. And we will be back in just a moment with the top of the third action after this.
The president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Need a boost? Want to start feeling better? Atlas Chiropractic in Winter now offers hyperbaric oxygen therapy. This state-of-the-art treatment increases tissue oxygen levels by over 1,200%, helping boost the body's natural healing processes by more than 70%. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy can help with sports injuries, nerve and brain injuries, including concussions, vascular and blood vessel issues, fibromyalgia, and other inflammatory conditions. This treatment is FDA approved and research proven. Visit Atlas Chiropractic in Winter, home to one of the few heart chambers in the state of South Dakota. Call today and start maximizing your healing.
In these times where every dollar counts, let Southern Dakota Insurance do the work for you when it comes to your insurance needs. As your trusted choice independent agents, they have a number of companies to provide multiple quotes. Let their agents Brady, Jody, and Callie make you their priority. They will work hard to find you the most affordable insurance to custom fit your needs. Stop in at 933 Main Street in Burke or give them a call at 605-775-2097 for a hassle-free quote.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to action here from Leahy Bull. At the top of the third, set to start, and it's going to be leading off for the Whitecaps. It's DeVries, followed by Stevens and Kuiper in the hold. The first pitch from Foster going to miss low and away. Take a look as we get a little bit more involved. We'll probably wait for the bottom of the third to give an actual more in-depth breakdown on pitching as we kind of hit that midway point of the game. But for now, it's DeVries evening things up at 1-1 with the strike from Foster. As Foster winds, delivers home again. DeVries going to pop that one up over to the right side of the infield. It's a long run. Chasing Hawk going to come down with it. I'll wait for him to get back to his spot, and we'll show Mr. Chasing Hawk some love with the nice hustle over there from Jackson. And, of course, then you've got Carter Foster on the bump, the normal first baseman, showing some love to his first base mate. Two up next for the Whitecaps. Going to be the center fielder, Quincy Stevens. Thanks. Foster going to fall behind quickly in this count now, 3-0. He'll find the outer edge on the automatic. And Stevens going to take a cut at that one, and count's going to work full. As now Foster looks to climb the ladder. Stevens going to get underneath of that one. Foster going to start tracking it. Cam going to call him off, take it himself. And that will be the F6 put out for out number 2. And brings up next for the Whitecaps, Bodie Kuiper. Kuiper going to waste no time trying to get some lumber on that one. He'll take it down the third baseline foul. Kuiper going to take that one up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Brandis. We'll collect it, throw across. Not going to be in time. That'll be an infield hit. Going to put one aboard for the Whitecaps here in the top of the third with 2 away. In the lineup card, no, will not flip over. Forget the Whitecaps are batting 10. It's going to be Tommy Nelson stepping in. That's the first pitch, going to run right under the elbow for ball one. Take another quick look over to first here. And we'll back it out. Oops, did it again. Foster, the lefty on the bump. Never know when that move could come, I suppose. It looks like Kuiper not necessarily scared of anything coming back over to first. That's the 2-0. Going to be called strike. Take the count out at 2-1 to Nelson. It's Foster going to struggle with the location on that one. Goes 2 outside. Count moves 3-1 now to Nelson. Of course, pretty big out here for the Royals as this is Whitecaps 10-hole hitters. This is where the lineup card flips over. If you can get through 3 innings cleanly without having the lineup card flip over, you're doing pretty good defensively. And, of course, also that means on the bump for Mr. Foster. But now at the full count, takes care of business here is what it takes. And he will succeed. Nelson going to be retired on strikes. So Platte will come up with no runs on 1 hit, no Winter Colome Royals error as we head to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Royals. It's going to be the pitcher Carter Foster, followed by Jackson Day and Jackson Chasing Hawk in the hole. We'll be back in just a moment with more action from Leahy Bowl after this.
A lot of family members don't.
Fall is here, and at Elevate Agronomics, we're ready to help you score on your operation. From winter wheat and cover crop seed to fall burn down herbicides and custom wheat seed treating, we've got your fields covered. And don't forget your cow herd. Our livestock product lineup includes products built for fall calving, weaning, and more to help keep your herd in winning shape. Stop in at our office in Winter or give us a call as you make your fall plans. We are looking forward to cheering on Winter this season. Go Warriors and Lady Warriors. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Looking to elevate your team spirit or promote your business? Welcome to Apparel Works.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back to action here from Leahy Bowl, bottom third, underway with Carter Foster digging in the pitcher-on-pitcher duel. Of course, I do believe for both sides, it's actually been the pitcher who's came up big. This will be Foster's second plate appearance. He was rung up in his first. Taking a look at the other side. Carter Foster also wasted no time striking out Asher Cott. So, yes, this is kind of the, I suppose you can call it the rubber match rounds kind of deal. Round 3 underway. We'll just leave it alone and call it that way. As the count goes 2-1. As the pitch stays low. Once the inning starts to develop more, I did mention the top half of the third. We'll take a look at the pitching breakdown so far for each of these young men. Give you pitches, where they're at, how they've done. Everything along the lines of that. As the count goes 3-1 to Foster. He'll foul the next pitch into the screen and we'll go full. as Cott get a wide deliver, and Foster watches that one intently, and he'll take the free pass over to first, as he will come into view there over at first. Man aboard with nobody out for the Royals, bringing up the right fielder, Jackson Day. As Day gonna catch that one off the end cap and send it foul. I think that was the very tip of the bat. Yeah. Most of the time, people say that they still catch a little bit of barrel. I don't think there was any doubt that Jackson Day caught that with the literal end of the bat there. He'll take a cut at the second one as well. Fall behind 0-2. Needs to just take a deep breath and shorten up here. See ball, hit ball, and protect. Give him all the baseball idioms you tell your teammates with 2 strikes. As the next pitch to Day will miss. Count goes 1-2. Foster not on the move. Saw a little bit of a jump, but not for nothing. This count goes 2-2 now today. So I say that we'll take a peek back over into Mr. Foster over on first. Before bringing it back home, the count goes full again to Jackson Day. Royals 1-0 in these matchups in this bottom of the third. Let's see if Jackson Day can continue to win. And he's going to watch that one miss for ball number 4. So it'll put runners on first and second now for the Royals and bring up the first baseman, Jackson Chasing Hawk. Back. Whoop, getting my inner coach in me up here. See a pickoff move. Start yelling. Foster not very far off the bag, though, so not a hurried move to get back. You'll have to excuse the reflexes. As Chasing Hawk going to take this one out to right field. Leader going to camp underneath of it, and he will retire Chasing Hawk for out number 1 on the F9 putout. Brings up the second baseman, Adrian Brandis, for the Royals, who is, I think, just 1 for 1. Got that single in the bottom half of the second that started off everything for the Royals. This one, he's going to get a lot of, it's going to be sent out to center. Stevens going to camp underneath of it. And he will retire Brandis for out number 2. Now the Royals looking to not strand a couple guys out. Runners on first and second with 2 away. And the lineup card flips over, bringing up the center fielder, Carter McKenzie. McKenzie 1 for 1. And a walk on the evening. And he's going to waste no time driving that one out to left field. Foster going to be held up at third, so it'll load the bases for the Royals. And bring up the left fielder, Gus Tobin. Of course, Tobin 1 for 2. Nice RBI single in his last plate appearance. Chance to do it again here for the Royals. It was a line drive to left center. Scored Brandis and McKenzie in his last appearance. So he'll watch that one on the inner half. Excuse me. And the second pitch will stay upstairs. Count goes to 2-0. And Tobin going to foul the next pitch into the screen. Count goes to 2-1. Tobin will watch that one intently. Stay downstairs. Count goes to 3-1. So Cott looking to get out of a jam. Going to have to climb the ladder a little bit here. We'll get back to that full count. And Tobin going to drive that one out to center. It's kind of a blooper. Stevens going to track that one off. Had a weird step back at the begin things. Realized it was going to be way in. Got on his horse and will get there. The Royals going to come up with no runs on one hit. 3 men left on in their half of the third. And we'll be back with just a moment with top 4 action after this.
We specialize in high-quality screen printing, embroidery, banners, and promotional items tailored just for you. Whether you're a booster club, sports team, business, or organization, our custom apparel is perfect for those looking to make an impact. Experience our commitment to great customer service and high-quality products that leave a lasting impression. Apparel Works, bringing your ideas to life.
At Dakota Behavioral Health, we offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step toward better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design has been a family-owned business since 1988. Rob and his family specialize in every aspect of your outdoor landscaping for home and business. With service in over 20 south-central South Dakota towns, Rob Curtis can help you make one of the best investments of your life. Talk to the pros about a new landscape for your home or business today. Rob Curtis Landscaping, where quality is predictable. That's Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design.
Winter Dental, located at 911.
Back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to the top of the 4th from Leahy Bohm. The Whitecaps going to need to start to cut into this deficit here. As they're trailing this one 6-0 with a plane going overhead, I take it. Oh, actually, helicopter coming in. That's probably not great, but still probably not a great sign. So we'll wish the best for whatever is going on over at the hospital, and then we'll get focused back in on baseball. As we update the scoreboard, it's going to be a hit by pitch there. Foster loses it. The lefty-lefty matchup. Van Zee going to wear it. And it'll put a runner aboard for the Whitecaps. This is where Foster will get tested. Got through the top half pretty cleanly the first time through. Actually, I say pretty cleanly. Very cleanly. Didn't give up a hit to the top half of the lineup for the Whitecaps. Now going to have to go to work. Van Zee aboard. Brings up Bailey. Bailey in his first plate appearance was retired on strikes. Did mention last inning we'll focus in on some pitching stats. We will do that after this pitch instead. And from here for Mr. Foster, as that one misses low. Count goes to 2-0. Foster currently sitting at 46 pitches, 27 of those for strikes, and has faced 11 batters. He's given up 1 hit and has 3 strikeouts. Runner off with the pitch. That one's going to be up in the air, though. Chasing Hawk going to track it down and misjudge that one. Those ones are the tough balls coming directly at you. Can't judge how far back you need to go. So instead, it'll be a long foul ball. And Bailey will step back in with a 2-1 count. Bailey going to found the next pitch back too, so all of a sudden it will be quickly 2-2. And off with the pitch is Van Zee. Bailey going to get underneath of that one. It's going to be Tobin coming in, tracking it down. He'll come up with it and try to throw across to double up Van Zee. Throw not going to be in time. So it will be one away on the hit and run. Brings up Kenyon Kuiper, the catcher. As Foster will check on Van Zee at first, come home, deliver. Kuiper going to watch it in for strike one. As Foster will come set again. Pitch going to go high and away, evening things up at one apiece. Of course, at the same time, with the couple times Van Zee has been on the move, Foster taking a little bit of extra caution, checking him out, making sure nothing too wily going on over at first. And I think you're kind of seeing it in this release everything a little in the head is Van Zee. As Foster going to step off the rubber. Van Zee took a couple steps, looked like maybe a box steal attempt. Something to try to get Foster really going. Pickoff attempt over to first. And Chasing Hawk not going to be able to come up with it. So Van Zee will move up 90 feet. As that one's going to be driven out towards right, trying to come in. It's Day. It's going to come up underneath the glove, and it'll put runners on first and third with one out here. Bring up the left fielder for the Whitecaps, Collins. As we take a look over, give you a peek at Mr. Kuiper. Moving up the runners, doing his job. And did it again. And of course, Van Zee over at third. Runner wasting no time going. He's going to be in there safely. That one's a little too tight. As this one going to be just right behind the pitcher's mound. It's going to be Foster coming up over, fielding that one for out number 2. So now Foster with trying to work through a jam as the right fielder for the Whitecaps stepping in. Mr. Leader in his first plate appearance was retired. I believe it was a first pitch ground out to Brandis at second. Ball for the first pitch to Leader. So we'll watch that one low and in. Count goes to 2-0. And 3-0 now to Leader. Foster going to try to climb the ladder back into this one. It's the automatic. It's called on the outer half. Leader will fan at this next pitch. So 2/3 of the rung have been climbed. Now Foster looking to get over the top here and get out of this inning. As Leader going to bloop that one right over behind first base. Chasing Hawk with the good effort, not going to be able to get there. will reset and count remains 3-2. It's going to be Leader putting another one down that first baseline. This one will leave the yard out of play. Count remains at that 3-2 mark. As Foster winds, delivers again, and that one's going to get away from Phillips behind the plate. Debated which camera to go with, but instead it's going to be Van Zee coming in to score on the base on balls. Passed ball. Got to put runners on the corners again for the Whitecaps with 2 away here in the top of the 4th. And we go back to the pitchers matchup. Currently, it's Foster leading this one. I suppose you could say by 2-1 in the rounds on the judges' scorecards. As Foster going to continue to work from the full windup, lets Leader just take the free pass to second. Going to focus in pitcher versus pitcher. This evens it up at 1 apiece. As the next one fouled out of play, or into the screen, should say. Count goes 1-2, and now Foster needs a big one. Got to get out of here cleanly before too much damage is done. And he'll get caught to throw his bat at it, but that one will be fouled out of play.
Did he? Nice. Lawson.
As Foster going to get caught to pop this one up. It's going to be Foster calling everybody off and taking it himself for out number 3. Not before the Whitecaps come up with 1 run on 1 hit, no winner Colome errors, and 2 left on. We'll take a moment and be back with the bottom 4th, home half of the 4th inning, where the the Royals look to answer back. It will be Quincy Phillips and Cam Anderson and Dylan Brandis up for the Royals in just a moment.
Golden Prairie Drive is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793 or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all Winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
What does it take to feed and fuel the world? To integrate a global ag and energy supply chain, serving farmers and advancing agriculture. What does it take to build communities, powering rural economies and empowering agriculture? It takes the nation's leading farmer-owned cooperative. It takes a co-op. It takes CHS.
Computers and more.
Back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back to action here from Leahy Bull, bottom 4, just set to get underway. It's the catcher for the Royals digging in, Quincy Phillips. To start things off, as we said, Cam Anderson on deck and Dylan Brandis in the hole. So that one's going to be taken to right, and it's going to get over Leader's head out there. Phillips on his horse, routing first, now around second, looking for third. And he will be in there, stand-up triple. What are we? So, with leadoff man aboard over at third, Cam Anderson, looking for the RBI opportunity here.
Did you say Bam Anderson?
Cam Dan Bam, mixing them all together. As Anderson going to watch that one skirt by, and it will score Phillips. As Kuiper kind of forgot there was a runner on third, was going to leave it and ask for the home plate umpire for another ball. So 1 run going to be scored for the Royals here in the bottom of the 4th. Extends that lead back out to 6. Of course, nobody out, and still now looking to reset things is Anderson. Anderson's going to chop that one over to third. Going to be on his horse. It's going to take a strong throw. And that's exactly what it was. Kuiper comes up strong. And Anderson will be retired for out number 1. Brandis 1 for 2 with the 2 RBI single back in that first inning. He'll take a look at the first pitch outside for ball number 1. Taking a look at the pitching stats here for Mr. Kahn for the Whitecaps. Actually, I missed the pitching change, so we'll reset everything. Asher Cott's day was 53 pitches, 30 of them for strikes. Since then, it's actually been Collins coming in relief. He's sitting at 27 pitches, 13 of them for strikes. I believe we will actually reset the defense here as well then. So it's Collins on the bump for the Whitecaps. Kuiper behind the plate. Nelson over at first. DeVries at second. Kuiper at third. Bailey at short. So that one's up the middle, and Brandis will get the seeing eye single. As we finish setting the new Whitecaps defense, it's Van Zee in left, Stevens in center, and Leader in right. So we'll take a peek over at Mr. Brandis, who comes up with the single there to restart things here for the Royals offense. Bringing up the pitcher, Carter Foster. Foster watches the first one on the inner half, called strike. Second pitch from Collins to Foster. Going to stay upstairs, evening things up at 1 apiece. Another pitch called in the inner half. Foster not loving the location, throwing the hips back. Thought it was a little closer than I think it was. Count goes 1-2. Now when he's just going to put a bat on, roll it up the middle. It's Bailey taking it himself at first. Or at second. The throw over to first, though, off the mark as Foster will beat it out. So the fielder's choice will put 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. And bring up now the right fielder, Jackson Day. As Foster takes his lead over at first, Collins going to wind deliver. Day takes a cut at the first pitch he sees. Of course, Jackson, not necessarily the guy that's going to step in and make the pitcher work a lot. If he sees something he likes, he's not afraid to swing the bat. If he sees something he likes, he will swing it. Timing's not always there, but the idea is. He watches the next pitch up and in. Takes the count to 2-1. Of course, Foster still over on first, 2 down. Royals have been effective with these late inning rallies. As Day going to foul the next pitch into the screen, stay alive. Oh, to actually say that, it's 2-2. And I would say it, but apparently it's been said a lot up here already, so I'll leave the deuce reference alone. As Day watches the sixth pitch of the at-bat, low and away. Count will go full. Foster going to be back in at the pickoff attempt. Collins just making sure that Foster's paying attention. He will be away with the pitch in this full count situation with 2 down. And Day going to get a piece of one. That's the left center gap, and Stevens does a nice job tracking that down. And it'll put runners on second and third. For the Royals, bringing up the first baseman, Jackson Chasing Hawk, with 2 away now. As Jackson going to waste no time there getting underneath that first pitch, and he will fly out to right field, and Leader retires him in the F9 for out number 3. Not before the Royals come up with 1 run on 2 hits, 2 men left on, and no Platte errors in the bottom of the 4th. We head to the 5th with 2 up for the Whitecaps. It's going to be DeVries, Stevens, and Kuiper. We'll hear from you in just a moment.
27786 311th Avenue is obviously your computer sales and repair in winter. The more is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
Meyer Ag is your trusted local Beck's seed dealer. Beck's has earned the confidence of growers across the country with proven performance and unmatched growth. But they're not stopping there. They're driven to innovate, discover, and help you succeed season after season. Stop in and talk to Trace and the team at Meyer Ag to take advantage of Beck's unbeatable reward programs for this year's seed sales. Meyer Ag, making every acre count for you.
At Fort Randall Federal Credit Union, we believe your money should work for you. Whether you're saving for something big, borrowing for something better, or planning for whatever comes next, we're here to help you get there. And the best part? You're never just an account number. You're a neighbor, a member, someone we know by name. Fort Randall Federal Credit Union. Visit us today and let's plan your tomorrow. Or find out more at ftrandallfcu.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back to action here from the top of the 5th. As that one's going to be put in play over to the right side of the infield. Hey, Brandis going to come up cleanly with it and throw that one for the 4-3 put out over to Chaco. Brings up next for the Whitecaps with 1 away, the center fielder Quincy Stevens. First pitch to Stevens called on the low strike. The next pitch from Foster going to even things up at 1 apiece. Taking a look, Foster is running up there in that pitch count a little bit. Still has some wiggle room, but going to have to start being efficient as he gets Stevens swinging at that one.
You got a screen
And the great pitch, trying to change the batter's eye level, get Stevens looking up and away. Now he's going to go low and in here. The 2-2 count. Kind of. Can't tell me I was completely wrong, Mr. Justin Day. As Foster will retire Stevens on strikes for out number 2. And with the Stevens strikeout, it brings up next for the Whitecaps, Kuiper. And Kuiper not cheated anything on that swing. Looking to take Foster a long way away. As we take a look out to center field as the next pitch evens things up. There is a slight breeze blowing in, but Kuiper was trying to hit that one through the breeze. And it's blowing in from center field. As the breaking ball going to get called. Kuiper not looking the most pleased with it, but will reset. As Foster wastes no time, winds delivered. That one's just checked foul down the third base line. Shane. And Kuiper going to get underneath of that one. It's kind of in that no man's land out in the outfield, but it will be the center fielder, McKenzie, calling everybody off. He'll haul it in for out number 3. And he's leaving the hat in the outfield. He's done with it. Doesn't need it. Gus Tobin going to be the nice teammate and swing over and get it. And Gus loses his hat as well out there. We'll let the 3 goons out in the outfield kind of deal with their hat situation. We'll get set for the bottom of 5th after this.
How do you turn your passion into your profession? Start by choosing Mitchell Technical College. Hands-on learning at the state's #1 tech school. Be career ready and in demand in 2 years with low tuition rates. Real preparation for real careers. Our purpose is to get you there. Get ready.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
A lot of family members don't realize
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back to action here from Leahy Bull, bottom 5. Losing count of everything. It's getting to be a long night. Bottom 5, just starting off. It's going to be Adrian Brandis leading things off for the Royals, and he's going to drive that one out to left field. It will be hauled in by Maddox Van Zee out there for out number 1. So the lineup card will flip over and bring up Carter McKenzie with 1 away. The center fielder this evening. 2 for 2 with a walk. Couple singles for the young man out in center. So he'll watch the first pitch stay upstairs. Collins has done a nice job in relief, limiting the batters, kind of hitting that point where Cott was at this point. This is 13 batters faced for Collins. Cott had 14. As McKenzie will time him up, hold off, and watch that one for called strike. Next pitch going to be high and in. Count will move 3-1 to McKenzie. And McKenzie almost wanted to swing at it instead. Going to leave it off, and it will be a base on balls. Take a peek over to first as McKenzie will come into frame there. Bringing up now the whoop. Did it again. The left fielder for the Winter Colome Royals here. Gus Tobin digging in next. Tobin going to waste no time. First one, swinging, chopping strike over to third. Kuiper fields it, throws off balance, and Tobin will be aboard. McKenzie going to take third on the throwing error. E5 with the throwing error. And it will bring up next the catcher, Quincy Phillips, for the Royals. Having a heyday keeping these Whitecaps outfielders, getting their cardio in. Looking to continue things. Tobin's going to go box steal. They're going to run him back. And actually, no, it was just ruled a balk. Which, actually, I think it's the right call. You can't just throw it to the second baseman in that situation. He's got to be at a bag. I am no rules expert, so don't take my word on that. But, so McKenzie will come in to score, and Tobin will get second base. As we reset, the first pitch to Phillips, calling strike. And he's going to drive that one over to left again. And that one's going to be a nice line drive shot. And it's going to get away from Kuiper behind the plate. Phillips takes second on the throw over to home. And so it'll put runners on second and third. It almost seems like Coach Shane Phillips senses the blood in the water, trying to get this one done early. As now it's going to be the shortstop, Cam Anderson, digging in. Cam Bam Anderson. He watches the first pitch low and away. Of course, you know, I guess talking pregame with some of the players, the first game down in Platte went about like this, but in the opposite direction. So I'm sure it's nice for Coach Phillips and the boys to kind of, you know, put the walloping back on the other side, get to return the favor. As Anderson resets, count remains 1-1, and he'll actually, I think, wear that one off. I thought I saw catch the jersey, maybe seeing things. Or Cam just really wants to hit. Cam Bam is digging back in, going to watch the next pitch low and in. Count goes 3-1. Fifth pitch at the bat, going to get called on the outer half. We'll take our count full. Picasso on the outer half. As Cam's going to get under it. It's going to be kind of in no man's land. Tobin going to come in to score. Phillips just going to smartly stay at second. I mean, kind of at an awkward spot for him. So, but Cam will get the 1 RBI there on the single. And now also, I guess, represents in this situation the winning run for the Royals. Cam is the winning run. And Dylan going to take his chance at that one. Fouls it up and into the screen for strike number 1. Brandis going to take a nice line drive shot, and that's in the gap. Cam's got the wheels, and I think this might do it. It's going to be an RBI double to end things off here. And Dylan Brandis going to get the job done, and it will do it. That is a final. Okay, yeah, I was a little confused. I saw AC out in the base umpire, Austin Calhoun, kind of still ready to play, of course. Home plate umpire Austin Ritchie wasted no time. He knew what was going on. It will be an 11-1 final for the Royals. We'll break it down with stats here in just a moment once I pull these back up.
You know what? They don't give me. You know what? I make the rules up. I'm running the stand. They don't get anything. I think we're supposed to lose to these guys. We just came out and dominated. Yeah, we just stomped their faces.
And let's see what the breakdown gives us here. It was Quincy Phillips who collects 3 hits and 3 at-bats as the winner of Colome Legion will defeat the Platte Geddes Whitecaps 11-1. Phillips doubled in the second, tripled in the fourth, and singled again in the fifth. It was Dylan Brandis who came up with those 2 first runs in the bottom of the first with the RBI single. A single by Tobin, a double by Phillips, and an error helped the Winter Colome Royals extend their lead in the second to 6. Carter Foster going to receive the win. Asher Cott takes a loss for the Whitecaps. The starting pitcher went 2 innings, giving up 6 runs. 5 of those were earned on 5 hits, striking out 3 and walking 2. The Winter Colome Legion, the Royals pile up 12 hits in the game. Brandis I can't read. Brandis was the one, of course it was Dylan in that middle of the lineup there. Really accounting for a lot of it. 4 runs batted in. The third baseman went 3 for 4. Brandis and Phillips were, I guess, the 2 big boys, the upperclassmen, taking care of business for the Royals, each coming up with 3 hits. Next action for the Royals going to come with a game in Chamberlain on Monday. Till then, we're going to step away, call it good. Thank you all for tuning in, and hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday evening. Stay safe, y'all.